Claire Morgan sat across from me once, tears running down her face, saying something I will never forget. She said, "I know he is wrong for me, but I cannot stop going back." And I looked at her and I said, "Claire, this is not really about him at all." She looked confused, but by the end of our conversation, something shifted inside her. Today, I want to share with you what I shared with Claire, because I believe millions of people are living inside this same invisible trap without even knowing it. Here is something you have probably seen before. Someone gets caught doing something wrong and immediately points at the person next to them and says, "Well, he is doing the exact same thing, so why is everyone looking at me?" That finger pointing is not really about the other person. It is a shield. It is armor. When a woman does this in a relationship, she is not really talking about your mistakes. She is talking about her own pain that she has never been brave enough to face. She uses your flaws like a curtain she can hide behind, so she never has to walk up to the mirror and ask herself the hardest question a human being can ask. What do I need to change about myself? Now here is where it gets even more interesting. I have worked with so many couples over the years, and I keep seeing the same patterns show up again and again. When a relationship becomes toxic and dramatic, it becomes all-consuming. It swallows a person's entire world. Suddenly, she stops calling her mother. She stops showing up for her friends. Every single conversation, every single day, revolves around the chaos of this one relationship. And from the outside, it looks like she is just really invested in love. But what is actually happening is far more painful. The drama is a distraction. It is a place to hide. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine Claire has a close friend who is getting married. Normally, when someone we love is planning a wedding, we understand that it is their moment. We listen. We show up. We ask what they need. That is what healthy friendship looks like. But Claire cannot stop talking about why her boyfriend has not texted her back. She floods that beautiful space with her own storm. And it is not because she is selfish deep down. It is because if she stops focusing on the relationship drama for even one moment, she might have to feel something even scarier. Maybe she is afraid she is falling behind in life. Maybe she is worried about her finances. Maybe watching her friend get married is quietly breaking her heart because she wonders why it has not happened for her yet. The relationship chaos becomes a hiding place. And later, if things do not work out the way she dreamed, she can say, "The relationship held me back." It is a ready-made excuse that protects her from ever feeling like she failed on her own. Now here is the part that most people never talk about. Sometimes a woman stays in a painful cycle because pain feels like home. Not because she is weak. Not because she is foolish. But because somewhere in her childhood, love and hurt got mixed up together. Maybe her father was never there. Maybe her mother made her feel like she was never quite enough. And because of that, peace starts to feel suspicious. Kindness starts to feel like a trick. A good, stable man can walk right into her life and she will feel nothing. Not because he lacks value, but because her nervous system was trained to see calm as danger and chaos as love. This is why you sometimes see women come back years later, long after the relationship ended. And a man might think, "Now she wants me because she is older and needs security." But that is rarely the truth. The truth is she has done some healing, and for the first time, she can actually feel what was always right in front of her. And then there is the blame. This one is heartbreaking to witness. Staying with someone who treats you badly gives you someone to point at when life does not go the way you hoped. I have seen women in their 50s and 60s still holding on to the story that their ex-husband ruined their life. And they truly believe it. Because the alternative is terrifying. If a difficult man leaves, it is his fault. But if a good man leaves, she has to sit with the question that frightens her most. Is the problem me? That question takes enormous courage to answer honestly, and not everyone is ready to be that brave. So where does all of this begin? It begins in childhood. It begins in homes that were cold or loud or unpredictable. It begins with little girls who grew up feeling invisible and spent the rest of their lives trying to finally win the love of someone who reminded them of the parent who never showed up. It begins with women who were told, without words, that they simply were not worth very much. And when you do not believe you are worth something beautiful, you do not go looking for it. Claire eventually found her way through. It was not easy, and it was not fast. But she did it. And if you are watching this right now, whether this is your story or someone you love, I want you to know that understanding is the first step toward freedom. Keep taking care of your heart. I will see you next time.